Men will show their love in different ways, but so often women want these three special words first: I love you. No doubt they're important if you want to build a long lasting relationship, but have you thought about the deeper meaning of I love you? Some men will feel a deep love, while other men may think they are in love when they are really just attached to the idea of being with you. Through some deeply intimated conversation, you can discover whether he is in love or just attached, which have drastically different meaning. In this video, we will explore the deeper ways to know if a man is in love or simply attached to you and how else they show their love. Let's talk about it. When a man deeply loves you, he will say these 8 things to you. A thing you may not know is that most men are very protective of whatever is on their plate, especially when they are in the restaurant. Have you ever seen what lions do when you try to take their food away? So this is where you see that how your man loves you. Hey babe, try some of that too would be a great sign because men don't like to share their food with a woman they don't love. And it's not just the food. On the side note, when a woman steals some of his clothes, that can be hard too for them. If they don't mind sharing their clothes with you, it means that he loves you deeply, so that's why he's sharing all their personal things with you. How are you feeling? Well, this might seem like a simple question, but it's loaded with meanings when coming from a man deeply in love. He's not just asking about your physical well being, he is delving into your emotional state. A man in love cares deeply about how you feel. He wants to be your confidant, your comforter, and your supporter. This question can bridge gaps and build intimacy. It's not just about the words, it's about him listening to your response, understanding your emotions, and responding to them. This question shows his commitment to being the part of your world, your challenges, and your joys. It's his way of saying that you are not alone. I love hanging out with you. This phrase is deceptively simple yet profoundly significant. When a man deeply loves you, he cherishes the time spent with you. It's not about the activities you do together, but the joy he finds in your presence. This statement is his way of telling you that he enjoys your company beyond the surface level. This phrase often marks a shift from casual interest to deep emotional investment. It's a sign that he's not just in it for the short term. He values the connection, the conversations, and the shared experience. It's about enjoying the journey together, relishing the movements that make your relationship unique. I would rather be with you instead. This sentence is used as a sentence when you have been dating for a while. So here's to we are sure that there is no inflation, and he says it while he had an opportunity to do something fun with friends. For example, it's not that when a man does something with his friends without you that he doesn't love you, of course, but sentences like, my friends had a dinner tonight, but I would rather be with you instead. My colleagues went out to get drinks and dinner, but I would rather be with you instead. These are the sentences that are used by the man that loves you deeply. This might seem like everyday question, but in the context of a deep relationship, it's much more. When a man genuinely loves you, he wants to be involved in your life. Asking about your day is his way of saying your life matters to me. It's about sharing experiences, understanding your challenges, and celebrating your success. This question is about creating a partnership where both individuals feel heard and valued. It's an invitation to share, to be vulnerable, and to trust. When he asks about your day, it's not just a small talk, it's an expression of his desire to be the part of your world. Another great phrase used by men all over the world when they love a woman is tell me more. So in this case, you are, for example, talking about something bad that happened in your past that hurts you, or even something bad that happened at work today. And instead of saying, I can't hear you, I'm driving right now, and then silence. And this is especially weird when he is sitting right next to you. He will say, tell me more. When he loves you, he wants to know who you are and what you want and what are your likes and dislikes. But he's also reading your manual. He wants to know and understand what makes you happy, what makes you sad, because he wants to do more of what makes you happy. And he also wants to be there for you, hence tell me more. Now on the side note, he will not always say this. He will not always have the time for it, and men also have a tendency to say that here's what you can do to fix that, instead of saying tell me more. But when a man doesn't love you yet, he will never have asked it because he just don't care enough yet. What do you want or prefer to take or buy? This question is a testament to a man's desire to make you happy and to prioritize your presence. When a man loves you, he recognizes that your desires and needs are important. It's not just about making decisions together. It's about valuing your input and ensuring that your voice is heard. This question is about respect and partnership. A loving man knows that a relationship is a two-way street, and your happiness is important to the health of the bond you share. It's his way of saying, your happiness matters to me. Why do you feel that way? Dwelling deeper than the surface, this question signifies a man's desire to understand you at a deeper level. It's not just about acknowledging your feelings, it's about comprehending the nuances behind them. The question demonstrates his willingness to understand your perspective, to walk a mile in your shoes. This inquiry is a form of emotional investment. When a man loves you, he's not content with your knowing how you feel, he wants to know the why. This shows his readiness to engage with you emotionally and be the part of your inner world. It's about building a connection that goes beyond the limits. I want you to come with me, said when he's about to do something you usually have no interest in whatsoever. If he is a cricket fan and you're not, and he loves you, he will want to share his love for cricket with the women he loves. Even if during the time or game he would continue to say, shh, I'm watching, I know man. Having you there by his side make it more special. And when are the things become more special? When we can share them with someone we love. Think about it. If you can get two tickets to do something great, who will you ask you to join you? Who do you want to share that moment the most with? Probably the person you love the most in the entire world, right? If he does that, it means he loves you deeply with all his heart. Good luck, guys.